Hello, friends. My name is Dave Miller.
And I'm Niall Spain. We are your fuck buddies.
We are coming in with some salty energy today, boys. We are a dating and sex advice podcast where we take your sticky, sexy situations, turn them into sexy, sticky situations.
Simply put, we find some questions online, or we get them from you lovely people on the topic of sex and dating. And me and my good friend Dane, we answer them.
Yeah, we do. We're going to be doing that today.
Do you want me to soothe your soul with some... with probably some... it's pretty nice. Do you want to hear something nice?
Sure.
This is from Seduction.
Oh,
How
Christ.
having dogs can help you with understanding a woman's nonverbal communication. Dogs don't speak with words and sentences. They bark and tell you what they want with their body language. If you want to go outside, they'll give you an indication like barking, whimpering, moving towards the door. The more you see your dog behave in this manner, you understand your dog wants to go outside. There are lots of dog owners who have a stronger emotional connection to their dogs than goldfish. Why? Because a dog and human can communicate with each other without understanding what the other is trying to communicate verbally. Not calling women dogs, but it works the same way with women.
Kind of sounds like you're calling women dogs, dude.
Oh, no, he's not. But also, women communicate emotionally more than they do verbally. They talk a lot, but the words don't match what they mean. This is why women may go for men they say they would never sleep with. Pay attention to a woman's nonverbal communication more than her words. If you can do that, you'll see your success increase. Fellas, you can pick up on a woman's nonverbal, she'll be more likely to become attracted to you. Why? Because you get it. That's why bad boys sleep with women who say, I would never sleep with you. This is why men who look like sewer rats and swamp creatures are able to get hot women. These men get it.
Damn. Sewer rats and swamp creatures, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
A little bit of advice. If you think women are fundamentally different creatures, and say compare them to dogs, you're going to do very badly in dating, let me tell you. If you think women as a whole say things that mean not what they say, one, sounds pretty rapey to me. Two, just incorrect.
Yeah, I mean, well, just fundamentally, the second you say, women are like blank,
yeah,
you're in for a bad time. Because
even if you try to say, women are like women, it's like, that doesn't make sense, because women are so disparate and broad and could be anything that, you can't, unless you're also saying that they're disparate and broad, could be like anything. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your job.
Cool. Yeah, definitely made me feel better about the world we're currently living in.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, so my questions today have a pretty strong theme of just not getting it.
Okay.
So this is from Reddit user Broker Millman. Shy girl looking everywhere.
Ooh.
Like I'm totally confused. I'm meditating on the fact that girls can be more complicated than this. Lol. In a crowded place, we sit in front of each other, but very far. Shy girl, slightly neurotic. First time I'm looking at her as she looks down. Second time she holds eye contact, in brackets, struggling. Third time she looks up left, brackets, instant. Fourth time she looks up right, instant. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to read this? Man, I'm gonna watch a movie instead, smiley face. Any tots before I go?
Jesus Christ, that was painful to listen to.
You should see how it's fucking formatted, man.
Is he just dead-eye staring this person who sat near him in a crowded place very far away?
I'm sorry. He's not sat near them. He sat in front of her, but very far away.
And then stared at her.
Yes, and just cannot figure out why she's averting her gaze. It's like, hey man, every time you look at her, or if you've noted all of the various movements, which are 5 times.
Yeah, that's far too many times to note anyone's eye movements. That means you're mean mugging the shit out of her.
Yeah, you've been looking at her those whole time, right? You've at least looked at her also 5 times. Presumably, the whole time, because you've been able to note the 5 distinct instances that she's looked at you.
Yeah, that's not looking at that point. That's studying.
Yeah, she's not being shy, my dude. She's fucking scared.
Yeah. If someone sat down, anybody, and just was mean mugging me across the way, I would probably glance away at first, which it seemed like it happened. Then maybe I'd meet their eyes at one point and be like, really? Are they going to maintain this?
Are you good, man?
And then if they do, it's probably oh God, I should probably look away in case I incite them. I'll just glance away, and then it's like, shit, they're still looking at me, yeah? Okay, great, this is weird. I don't know what the fuck they're about to do. We live in a weird world, right? You could be about to shoot the place up. You could be about to go cough on her. You could be about to go try to fucking marry her. I don't blame her for being fucking scared of you.
Right? Like, I'm pretty sure I actually commented on this, being like, "Hey, my man, she wasn't being shy. She was being uncomfortable because,
Yeah.
like, let's paint the picture. Imagine you're at a bus station or a train station, whatever. Everyone's crowded. There's two seats available or one seat left, and it's directly in front of you. But like, 30 feet away. In this entire crowd, one person is staring directly at you the entire time through all of the other people, like over the shoulders and through the backs of the people's heads around you, is
Mhm.
just staring directly at you.
People
That's
pass by and he's just still looking.
that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you're a man or a woman or anything outside of in between. Anyone doing that to anyone else should make you very nervous.
Yeah, if like a young girl was staring at me, it's like, yeah, I'm presumably bigger than her and whatnot, but like, something's up,
Yeah,
Because like that's not even the action of someone who's like into me, if you really want to get like optimistic, because that's just weird. And even if they are into me, if that's the best way they can go about to showing it, they're probably a fucking lunatic.
right? And it's like, at no point in time, you've only noted that they averted their gaze in shady ways. No mention of smiling. No
Yeah.
mention of like a flirty little, like, hair tucked behind the ear. No, no. All you've literally noted is the fact that they have, uncomfortably met your gaze several times, in which you maintained your gaze for that entire duration.
Yeah, at one
She's,
point she was so uncomfortable, she was struggling. That's great, dude. Well done. I love how you're like, hey, she must be shy. Like she's really trying to be confident and look at me. No, dude, she's fighting her probable primal fear that you're glaring at her. And she's like, if I meet his gaze, he'll leave. And you just were like, nah, I
no,
got
you know
wet
what
eyes, girl. I don't need to ever blink.
I'm assuming the second time she looked, where she like maintained and struggled, was probably her being like, "Do I know him?"
No, it was probably like, if I meet eyes with him, he'll look away. Like, he's not this intense, is he?
Maybe.
And then when she didn't, he was like, oh God. Because then you've got a real problem,
Yeah.
right? Maybe he's just being a creep or a perv at the start or just zoned out or weird. But it's like when she called you on it by meeting your eyes and you were just like, I'm doubling down. That's the moment it got really bad for her.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to get apart from some manners with your eyes, I guess. Eye
Yeah.
manners. I'd get a clue.
Yeah. So that's the start. Be prepared for many more questions in which people aren't really getting it.
Okay. Okay. I feel like now I want to join you on the people not getting it. Fuck it. I'll just go with the other one I had. This is by ASIAK22, ASIAC22. My husband seems to have an issue with me masturbating. Together, 11 years, with a couple of kids, his sex drive is higher than mine, and since our kids have been born, he seems to think that because he wants to have sex with me constantly, and he thinks he doesn't get enough sex, I don't have the right to pleasure myself. I feel silly writing it. It sounds next level controlling. I just wanted some input. I've been turning over a new leaf. I feel like there's a huge double standard in our relationship. He can do what he wants, and for some reason, there's always a justification. He masturbates when he wants. I can walk in on him doing it, and I'll just carry on with what I'm doing. No big deal. Anyway, he kind of caught me yesterday and said, I knew it, as if I'm doing something wrong. We had sex a day or two before, so I said to him, your issue is you think we don't have enough sex, so I shouldn't be pleasing myself, but when is it okay? We did have sex recently. I told him I can do it when I want. It's my body, and he doesn't own me. Anyway, he looked at me as if I were cheating on him. I'm glad this happened because I do feel like I've let him control me in the past. Even when he would ask me if I'm pleasuring myself, I would lie and say no. I'm just curious what you all think and how I should respond to any attitude about this moving forward.
Man, this is kind of a tricky one
Yeah.
because, like, yeah, let's get it out of the way. You're allowed to masturbate whenever you want to.
Mhm.
I think there is a little bit of decorum you need to use when you're in a relationship. That, like, it's wild that this guy's just fucking jerking it like willy nilly, and when you walk in, he's just like, "Carry on." That seems
Well,
strange. I
the
feel like,
the best part is it doesn't even sound like he's the one saying carry on. She like walks in and just like it doesn't, it like goes about her business.
yeah, seems strange because, like, it doesn't seem to be like a private moment. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Well, I guess
That
like I don't know, maybe he's doing it in the bedroom or something and she comes in. I don't really know their situation. I imagine like the longer you're together and the older you get, especially if you have kids, it's like there's probably very select locations you can do it. So
that's
unless you
true.
lock it yourself in the bathroom, right? It's like, your bedroom, I guess, is your only safe haven.
Yeah, true.
Like I don't know.
But I mean, like, also, there's really nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're cool with him just jerking it and
Mhm.
he's do it. Like, all right, cool, whatever, I don't care. Like, I'd love to know what his like aha moment is. Like, maybe he was trying to discern your sex drive when he was asking if you're masturbating. You were like, no, no, I'm not doing it. And then he finally saw you masturbating, being like, okay, so you are masturbating. I don't think it's really rooted in that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to play a couple different angles.
Well, I do get that though. It's like if you have lied your entire relationship and say like you don't masturbate, and then like obviously you're allowed to masturbate, but if you lie about it and then he catches you, like you have lied to him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's obviously going to be more upset. And on top of that, like, because I'm assuming the masturbation thing ties into the sex drives thing, which is the whole problem here, right?
Yeah,
Where in his mind, having a low sex drive is so he would probably have sex every time he wanted to masturbate,
sure,
but
yeah,
doesn't because you don't want to. And in his mind, he probably thinks that's the exact same thing. So when he finds out you're masturbating while claiming to not have a higher sex drive, he's thinking that he's the problem, not you. Right.
correct.
So
Yeah,
you don't like him. It's not that your sex drive is low, and it could well be that, masturbating is very different to having sex. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
if you're feeling blah or whatever, like you don't need to worry about how you look or, anything because it's just you and your ways and you just kind of like hammer one out and it can be impersonal and it can be quick and it can be lazy and luxurious. It can be whatever the fuck you want it to be, but you don't have to put that much effort in because it's just you. So I can understand that you would have, a sex drive and a masturbation drive, but obviously this person doesn't. And you need to talk to him about that instead of just being like, we already had sex a day ago. Get over it.
you need to draw the line and be like, masturbation is a completely different kind of sexual release and sexual pleasure than having sex with your partner. They're two, night and day sides of the, like, sure, same coin, but like they're still completely different. Like,
Mhm.
masturbation can be a form of, meditation or therapy or self-care. Like, a lot of people approach masturbation in a lot of different ways. Some
Mhm.
people do it literally just to, make themselves come and move on. Other
Mhm.
people do it to unwind and relax. Other people do it, there's so many reasons why people masturbate, and there's so many ways in which you can do it and approach it and feel about it. So to equate, like you said, like this guy was probably just like, masturbation is sex. If I want to masturbate, I want to have sex. If I want to have sex, I want to masturbate.
Mhm.
Same thing, cut and dried, there it is. Whereas like there are definitely times, where I would prefer to masturbate over having sex. I mean, it's pretty rare. I'm always want to have sex, but
Mhm.
if I'm exhausted or whatever, or sweaty or whatever and horny, I'd rather masturbate than I would try to like find someone to have sex with. This is mostly when
Yeah.
I was single.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Even though they're similar, they are different, and your levels and the times you want them, you know what I mean, are different, right? It's like just because you are having a snack doesn't mean you're hungry enough for dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like that's the thing. I get where she's coming from, right? And I get where he's coming from. He shouldn't control how she masturbates or when or if she
no,
masturbates. That's fucked. Um, but at the same time, I think this is just a disconnect with like just communication. I feel like he doesn't understand why you guys aren't having more sex, and he's looking at this now as proof that it's not you, it's him.
I think you're correct. I think you need to sit down with him and have the conversation of being like, hey, just so you know, it's like, yes, I do masturbate. I think you should apologize for lying because you did lie.
Yeah,
And
and I think that has exacerbated the problem
yeah,
because either he believes you, and now that you're doing it, it seems like a bigger deal, or
mhm,
he now realizes you've been lying to him the whole time, and neither of those is great.
no. So, get that out of the way, apologize, be like, sorry, I shouldn't have lied to you. I don't know why I did. I felt, and you can even bring up the fact that like, that you felt uncomfortable being honest with it or felt uncomfortable bringing it up with him. Because I think that's also something you need to discuss.
Yeah.
And then you also need to be like, hey, just so you know, if I'm masturbating, it doesn't mean that you're not good enough for sex at that moment. You know what I mean? Like, you need to explain to him what your relationship with masturbation is, so
Mhm.
that he can understand that his relationship with masturbation is probably quite different than yours, and
Mhm.
that's fine and completely normal. Part of a healthy relationship is to have two very distinct, relationships with masturbation. And
Mhm.
it can match up or it couldn't. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It doesn't really affect who you guys are as a sexual couple, so long as you guys are on the same page about what you're doing with it when you're doing it.
Exactly. And like, you know, if there is an underlying issue as to why your sex drive is lower, go for it. If it's just the way you're wired, that's fine. You know what I mean? Let him know that your sex drive and your masturbation drive are different. You know what I mean? And just communicate, because it's very clearly a disconnect here where he's reading into what you're doing and acting badly. And then, you know, it's just a fucking clusterfuck. So, you know, come clean and, you know, I guess apologize for maybe misleading him about the masturbation. But like, again, Dane brought up an incredibly good point where it's like the very fact that you felt the need to lie about that is not great. You guys have been together 11 years and you have kids. You know what I mean? You should be able to be fucking honest with each other.
So it's time for a tough conversation about masturbation, but keep it fun. Keep it like, this isn't a relationship breaker. You know what I mean? This isn't like he actually walked in on you, you know, masturbating to pictures of his best friends or his brother. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't fucking matter. Keep it light, keep it fun, keep it playful. Discuss it open and honestly, but don't turn it into a fight, because I feel like this could teeter very easily into fight territory, and it doesn't need to be. It just has to be a very honest conversation.
Now, Dane,
mm-hmm.
How are we keeping it fun? Throw me a little way to keep it fun there.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know if I have a specific word, like a phrase or anything, or you know,
ooh, a fun phrase. Okay,
a fun phrase. I don't think I have something like that, but I think that, like, if you go into it looking to like stand your ground, it's going to be a much different conversation than if you go in acknowledging that it's kind of silly that you guys are both like secretly masturbating behind each other's backs.
Now, I do totally agree with you. I just wanted to turn things a little silly, and you didn't play in my space with me, Dane.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't have a fun, silly.
I was thinking like you get like a dildo, and maybe every time it goes in and out, it like plays a phrase, and you record your side of the argument, and then you masturbate with the dildo in front of him, and every time it's like, "Hey, Steve, I think that you should be more open-minded," you know, and just go for it.
That's pretty advanced dildo tech there.
I know, and just do what the guy in the first question did, where it's like stare him dead in the eye and never ever blink.
Yeah, and for him, he can get one of those, like, maybe like a wraparound braille around his dick.
Oh, and that's his response. She has to feel it. That'd be incredible. I wonder if anyone can do that.
Or get like a, you know, like the ridges that a music box uses to like play.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Do one of those on your dick.
Yeah, perfect.
Get a music box dicks.
Music box
dick. Dick music box.
We're spiraling. Hit me with the next question.
This comes from N Surge on Reddit. Is this fishy? Girl I'm friendly with matches with me on Tinder. I say hey. She asks me if I want to strip for her friend's birthday and claims she will pay me. Background. I know her vaguely. Have had a couple classes with her and stuff. I commented once how she had a nice sweater, and commented on her friend who was clearly doing makeup and being obvious about it. I have a shirtless pic.
Wait, pardon?
I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck that means.
Hey, are you doing makeup right now?
Because it's very obvious that you are.
It sounds like, you know, like, hey, he was doing heroin in the corner and not even trying to hide it. She was fucking doing makeup, bro?
I have a shirtless pic that I think she saw on my Tinder.
Is that it?
That's it. Is it fishy?
To be fair, if someone messaged me and was like, hey, will you strip for my friend's birthday? I would definitely think that was fishy, considering, well, not even fishy necessarily, but weird.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not as shredded as I imagine this guy is. You know?
I assume if he has a shirtless pic, he's probably rocking a decent set of abs.
Now, unless it's some kind of ploy, like you get there's pentagrams, and they're like, no, these ropes are your outfit, wink, and then they sacrifice you to Rovagug, you're probably fine. Just get in there and make some money, shaking that sweet ass.
Also, like, I assume it's just a weird, like, a joke opener. And, like, it's so sexually charged, and you just whiffed it so hard. Just so fucking hard. Like, she pretty much said that she wants to see you naked. Or at least she wants you to take your clothes off. Like, the door was wide open, and you fucking, you know, cut your hand trying to break in through the window.
Yeah, if you didn't think she was being serious, guess what is a very good retort to that? Especially if you find this girl attractive. You say, Sorry, I only do private sessions, but
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. Sorry, I only do one-on-one.
yeah, wink face. Boom. Maybe you can still get her to also pay you.
And then you can maybe make some money.
Yeah, this is the dream.
Like, I don't know how you fucked this up so badly.
Well, just the way he writes. I'm imagining that maybe when God gave this man the Magic Mike body, he didn't give him the Magic Michael brain. Because like, girl, she's doing makeup and not even trying to hide it.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
he's got Magic Mike body and mundane Mike brain.
Mudblood Mike brain. Yeah, like that's just such a wild phrase that I'm just imagining that like his interactions with women don't go very well. I'm sorry, mundane Mike.
There's so many ways you could have played this. It's just such like a softball underhand pitch that you could have just cranked right out of the fucking park.
Yeah. Even just be like, you know what, like I haven't stripped before, so I might, you might want to have me audition for the role when you want to come over.
Yeah, you could even have been like, I'm a little nervous. Do you have any tips, pointers for me? Maybe you can give me a lesson. And then you can imply that you would also like to see her strip for you.
Mm-hmm. Or do makeup and not even hide it.
Yeah. Or be very sneaky about it.
Oh, man. Now, what I would love to know is, was she genuine? Did she actually want this man to strip? How much was she offering?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I don't know.
But I'm guessing that at best it was a come on. It was basically her saying, you got a rockin' bod. Yeah. And at worst, she was literally trying to hire you. And both of those are pretty good because either way, you got a rockin' bod. Good job.
Yeah, congratulations. You're doing things right.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's fishy about this. You're missing how flirting works. I feel like I want to rearrange the letters of fishy and turn it into flirty. Is this flirty? Because the answer is yes. Yes, it is.
She's doing flirty, and then she's not even trying to hide it.
Yeah.
She was doing a flirt on you, bud. All right. Well, speaking of doing a flirt, let's do a flirt on our listeners.
With our sweet, sweet sponsors.
Yeah, let's hit them. Let's do a flirt on our sponsors.
This week we are once again sponsored by the lovely people at Manscaped. And is there anything better than the fresh mowed grass at the ballpark on opening day? How about freshly groomed balls? Our sponsors at Manscaped, the global leaders in below-the-waist male grooming, are here to help you strike out your bush for good. It's a whole new balls game, folks, and Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement.
Knock that one out of the park, Dan.
Thank you.
I'm just going to let you know, off the bat, you get 20% off and free shipping with the code BUDDIES20 at manscaped.com. And just to really hammer it home, Dane, do you want to talk about when you injured your gooch again?
Now, I was hoping there would be a time where I got to tell this story again because I can't get enough of it. And hey, let's talk. I've just got the recall to go back to work. There's nothing that pleases me more knowing that I will never have to work again with a severe cut laced straight upon my taint from shoddy razor and craftsmanship and poor design ever again because I have the Lawnmower 3.0.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these projects are no joke. So easy to use, and I have all the confidence in the world with the best tools for the job at Manscaped. That's why they redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team spent 18 months perfecting the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created, the aforementioned Lawnmower 3.0. Because of the ceramic blade and their advanced skin-safe technology, your snags will be reduced with a close shave. It's simply the best hygiene tool for the modern man, hits the sweet spot in every way for my balls.
The Perfect Package 3.0 also comes with the Crop Preserver and the Crop Reviver. It's time to keep those testes fresh and clean.
On top of that, you get the Crop Preserver anti-chafing ball deodorant to keep your balls from sticking to your legs from end to end. What a curveball from the norm when I'm at the ball game. This stuff is legit. It smells great.
Crop Reviver is a spray-on toner for your balls. It's made with soothing aloe and witch hazel extracts that give your balls just a little mid-game boost.
And Manscaped even threw in their Shed travel bag to keep all your goodies stored comfortably. And speaking of comfort, the Manscaped anti-chafing boxer briefs are also included, and they will bring your boxer game to the next level.
This is the only thing I'm excited about going back to work for, is to wear these boxers in a functional setting.
I'm literally wearing mine right now. So comfy.
Me too.
Hell yeah. I actually have almost one for every day of the week at this point.
Yes. Yeah, I'm almost there too. I got
Great.
enough for how much I normally work because I was like, I'm not going to wear underwear when I'm not at work.
I got those big thighs and they chafe, and these will help.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So, Dane, how do we complete our top to bottom grooming game?
It's very easy. With the refined cologne signature scent by Manscaped. With the same signature scent that's in all the Manscaped formulas, this cologne is the perfect complement to the collection.
I just like to point out once again that the ball deodorant is so good they made a cologne out of it. So
Yeah.
take that how you will, but your balls will legitimately never smell better. But yeah, talk about the ultimate utility man. Manscaped is like the Mike Trout of ball trimmers.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BUDDIES20 at manscaped.com. Hit the balls out of the park this season with Manscaped. Perfect Package 3.0.
So one more time, 20% off free shipping with the code BUDDIES20, BUDDIES 20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code BUDDIES20. Baseball's back. Don't let your pubes get out of whack. This is by No Examination 5793. My female 19 boyfriend, male 19, showed me a meme about vaginas, and now I'm too insecure to sleep with them. Sorry for the strange title. Couldn't think of another way to put it. I also have to say sorry for any bad English. It's not my first language. I, female 19, have been dating my boyfriend, male 19, for nearly 5 months, but we became friends about a year before. He's my first boyfriend, and I want to take things slow. He said he was okay with that, therefore we haven't slept together, but I had decided saying yes when he next asked me because I felt comfortable with him. I've given him blowjobs before, and he asked if I want to have sex with him or allow him to return the favor. I've said no, and he's never pushed it. This means he's never seen me fully naked. A couple of days ago, we met up at his home, and he started scrolling through social media. He started to laugh suddenly, and I asked what's going on. He showed me his phone, and it's a meme comparing some vaginas that inside lips protrude to beef. I can't imagine the exact joke, but it was implying that it was bad. I asked if he agreed, and he said yes. He was also still laughing. My one is like the ones being compared in the meme he was laughing at.
Oh, no.
I've become very insecure about it now. I know he will hate my body. I like him a lot, and he's very nice to me. However, I don't think I could ever be naked in front of him. It makes me nearly cry because I want to have sex with him, but I could never now. I'm a virgin, but he is not a virgin. I'm worried about being compared to his other girlfriends, too. Does anyone have any advice on how I could overcome this? I'm feeling very embarrassed about it. I don't think I could talk to him about it. I really like him so much, but I'm scared of him hating my body. Thank you.
This is tough. And I can't directly empathize with you, or like, you know what I mean, sympathize with you, because I don't like, the dicks are dicks. It's, you get very rarely any sort of like, they all kind of look the same. They're either circumcised or they're not, and really that's the end of the variation. I know there's, you know, slightly curved or, you know, yada yada, but like I feel like vaginas have a pretty wide spectrum of.
On the other side, I do feel like how a vagina looks versus, you know, the length and girth of a penis, which one is more commonly hammered down on throughout like every form of media.
Yeah,
you know,
no, for sure.
Like, I think you could definitely empathize from the fact that it's like growing up, you have to be like, shit, is my dick big enough? Is it long enough? Fair. Is it thick enough? Does it look good enough? Is it, you know, do I last long enough?
How does it look in a hat?
How does it look in a hat?
Googly arms? Pipe cleaner arms? I don't know. So one, this sucks. Two, I wouldn't worry too much about it. And here's why. The guy's laughing at a fucking meme. If you don't remember the joke and you're a virgin, there's a chance you might not have gotten the joke. You know what I mean? You might have just seen pictures of your vagina and thought he was laughing at the vagina. There could have been a joke that could have been sex related that you might not have gotten. So like, I wouldn't worry too much about that. And I will say this also because I've never been faced with a vagina that I have been like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
There's no way I can do this. And I've seen a healthy amount of vaginas.
Yeah.
And there's no way, there's no time that I've ever looked at one, regardless of hair, shape, size, you know, whether you're an innie or an outie. Like, I've never looked at one and been like, not for me. Can't do it.
I literally have not. I couldn't even begin to tell you one story about a vagina looking bad, and I have seen a lot of vaginas. Like, I haven't heard a friend of mine ever say anything about a bad looking vagina. You know what I mean? Like, I even on Reddit, like, we go through fucking so many questions a week trying to get the gold for you people out there. Just shovel it into your ears.
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, beautiful listeners of our show.
Thank you.
I've never even seen a question about someone who says a vagina looked weird.
The only time I ever see those questions are women insecure about their own vaginas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I've never seen a guy be like, or someone who has sex with people with vaginas be like, I couldn't do it. I saw it and I couldn't bring myself to do it. There have been people who have had those sentiments about, either poorly trimmed pubic hair
Mm-hmm.
or smell. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like those are sort of the two big things that I think people deal with vaginas.
Yeah, smell is probably the one I come across the most, which, like, obviously not to add a other insecurity, you're probably fine. Don't worry about it. And even if you're not, it's easily fixable usually. You're fine. Don't put a Gwyneth Paltrow egg up there.
Yeah, I think like if you like this guy, one, he seems good. He hasn't forced you into anything. He's offered to reciprocate oral sex, which is pretty rare apparently these days.
Mm-hmm.
And when you've said no, he's left it alone.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good signs of someone who's going to be a respectful sexual partner. Maybe could have had a little bit more tact, showing you pictures of vaginas. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are still young. You're 19. He's not exactly, operating at full Magic Mike brain at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, he's like arguably comfortable with you. Sure, I know it's again like what Dane said that these bad judgment to have just kind of wildly like tossed this out in front of you and laughed. But like he wouldn't have done that if he one had reservations about your vagina or two thought it would upset you. I don't think so. Like it's innocent if totally stupid. And also, it's like you couldn't remember the exact joke, and it was implying it was bad. And you asked if he agreed. Maybe he was like, I don't know the picture, but if it's like literally like a beef sandwich or something, and he was like, would it be bad if it looked like that? The joke is probably that it would, because obviously it doesn't look like this beef sandwich,
Yeah,
So, like, you saying that and him answering, he didn't know what you were asking. So you can't take what his answer was. You know what I mean? He didn't know you were saying, like, hey, this is
for
my
sure.
vagina. Is that a
Yeah.
problem?
If
You
someone
know?
showed me a picture of like Arby's latest sandwich monstrosity and was like, "Hey, do you think that's a bad vagina?" I'd be like, "Yes, I think that's a bad sandwich."
Yeah, like at that point, it's so divorced from being the original vagina that it's now making a joke that the vagina looked like beef. To then ask if the vagina did look like that beef, you're now basing it on the beef and not the vagina. So you're like, oh god, yeah. So I think you're looking into it too much, and I get it. You know what I mean? Like that's very understandable. If you like this guy, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you should let that get in the way. And you know what? Sure, there's a possibility he's an asshole because there are assholes out there, and unfortunately, that is a part of dating. You know what I mean? Like, if you are too scared to do this with someone who you really like, I don't think it's going to get better if you leave and try to get to the point where you really like somebody else, right?
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that's going to fester, that by the time, you get in with somebody else, maybe it's a full blown issue, right?
And also, this is you say you don't think you could talk to him, but I would really recommend that you do. You guys are young. Your relationship is fairly new. I think this is a great chance to set the foundwork or like the foundation and groundwork of a sexually open and honest like relationship. If you come to him and be like, "Hey, so this has been bothering me for a little bit. The meme you showed me, like, made me a little self-conscious." You don't necessarily have to say like, my vagina, I think my vagina looks like a roast beef sandwich. Like you don't need to say, you know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
think you need to say that because I think you might be setting up, bad imagery for later.
Mhm. Yeah, it could be
Um
as simple as just being like, "Hey, you kind of upset me the other day when you showed me that joke. Like, I know you didn't mean it in a bad way, but like, I'm a virgin, and now I'm feeling a little insecure about you seeing me naked.
yeah.
And you're not bad mouthing yourself, and you're not bad mouthing him, but you're being honest and you're being vulnerable, and you're letting him then either like at the very least know that you are insecure because he can take that into account, and then two, like you'll see how he reacts. You know what I mean? If he's like, oh, well, it better not be like that beef, lol, then yeah, maybe don't have sex with this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Or, but if he does flip around and be like, "Hey, I'm really sorry that was insensitive of me," then it's like, cool, this is more evidence that this guy is actually probably going to be a pretty good sexual partner and romantic partner. So I would strongly suggest you bite the bullet, even if you have to do it over text. I know it's a very awkward conversation to have face to face. There's no harm in having these conversations, especially nowadays, over text and sort of like letting yourself freak out a bit away from the person and like going back and responding when you've gathered yourself.
Mhm.
Um, it'll also give him a chance to sort of compose his answers.
Mhm.
Uh, don't let this ruin a good relationship. Unless, like Niall said, if he does play the asshole card, then take advice from two people who have seen a number of vaginas and let you know that like there are plenty of people out there. I would say the majority of people out there who are happy to be able to put their face in a vagina regardless of what it looks like.
Yeah. Like, there's, again, the amount of times I've heard of anybody complaining about how a vagina looks is practically nil. And the only times I have heard of it, like, I actually don't think I know of a single guy who has.
Yeah, no, me neither.
It's been women bad mouthing themselves and being worried about themselves. And like, I've been with people who are like, "Oh, I don't want you to go down on me." I'm like, "Why?" And like, I don't like the way my vagina looks. And I'm like, "Are you like, I get it, but like, this is madness to me because I've seen it. We've had sex, like, you know, or we've done whatever, or it's like I'm about to go down there and you're saying no. It's like I could see it. It's fine." You
Also,
know?
when I'm going down, if I can see someone's vagina while I'm going down on them, I'm doing something wild.
Yeah, my tongue is real long.
Yeah, something's not working out right down there.
You don't spend very much time beholding it. You know what I mean? You're not like, "Hey, sit down there. Let me sit very far away and, like, question one, make unbroken eye contact with your vagina."
There
Um,
is a one of the monologues from the vagina monologues that is about, I think his name is Bob, who just wanted to like just get an eyeful, just take a gander, and how empowering that was for her.
well, that's cool. But I'm just saying, in reality,
Yes, no, no one's
your glances are brief and they're sparing, and you're too horny to really focus on much. You're just like, "Yes, this is
yeah,
amazing." And I will tell you right now, I haven't seen your vagina, but it's fine.
it's fine.
Your vagina is fine. You've got fine gina, a vagina.
Stop this. Here's my last of the oblivious people on Reddit. Well, the last one that I'm going to bring today.
Oh,
This comes from Reddit user Narrow Opportunity 8. What does it mean when a guy likes two of your pictures in a row?
oh no.
Talking about a guy whom I like, who I used to have a thing for when he was visiting my country 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago in the USA. Now I'm moving to Europe in a few months, where he lives, and I'm interested in pursuing something with him. We talked 2 months ago, after no contact for 1.5 years, and I told him I'm moving to Spain, and he goes, "Haha, that's so cool. Good luck. I miss you too." In brackets, I said I miss you. I wish we are gonna meet again soon at some point. Now, we haven't been talking, but he's invited me to like his business page, and he's liked two of my profile picture updates in a row. But before, he never liked any of my stuff. Does it mean he would be interested in meeting up when I go there?
Didn't he specifically say that?
He sure did, Niall.
I was like, this all sounds very positive and clear, and like, what?
I will quote the quote that she quoted. I wish we could meet again at some point.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking cut and dry. Man, the fuck buds detectives have done it again. We've solved another one, Miller.
We done did it.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, also, look, if you guys weren't in contact and he liked two old photos in a row, that means he's creeping you.
Yeah.
You are in contact and they're two updated photos, which means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, like you've re-entered his realm of consciousness. Honestly, you guys probably hadn't talked in so long and hadn't interacted in so long. Facebook probably wasn't showing him
Mhm.
your profile updates. You know what I mean? Like there are a bunch of people on my profile that I never hear from. And it's not that they're not posting, it's just I don't talk to them ever.
Yeah.
So Facebook's like, you don't care about them. That's how algorithms work. You guys have recently interacted with each other. He invited you to like his business page.
Also, if someone invited you to like their business page means absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Because if that was the case, the 700 people I sent our podcast to probably think I'm flirting with them.
exactly. I literally invited pretty much everyone except for some professional contacts.
Yeah, I didn't invite my mom. That was about it.
I invited your mom.
Oh, I hope not.
No, I didn't. The amount of times I see posts about like he's looking at my Instagram story, what does it mean? It's like 9 times out of 10 people, I watch everyone's Instagram stories because I want to clear them off the top of my thing.
Yeah.
So if I looked at the people who are looking at my Instagram story, I assume 90% of them didn't actually look at my Instagram story.
Yeah, like
I assume they swipe through it the second I load it in because they don't care.
it's rare that I am watching someone's thing on purpose. Usually I'll just like rapid fire through them because I'm bored or taking a shit or something. It's like
Yeah.
I'll pause for my friends and I'll pause for like pets, usually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like unless something really captures my interest, I'm sorry, you got scanned past real quick.
Yeah, exactly. And the same thing with like profile photos. I like pretty much everyone's new profile photos, unless it's like cringy as hell or I don't really know them. But like if I've been in contact with you in the past like a year and a half,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm probably gonna like if you post a nice picture, I'm gonna like it. Why not? That's a nice ego boost. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like I like to support people. I'll probably throw something if I like you. Just throw you a little like on most things people post. You know.
Yeah, it costs me literally no effort or energy to
Mhm.
click a button like in a split second. It doesn't mean anything. Stop freaking out about this. Everyone, just stop freaking out about whether people are liking photos and shit.
I do love that. Like this is the easiest question we've ever gotten.
Yeah, because she answers it herself.
Yep. All right, you ready for some Tinders?
I do want to say I just opened Tinder because I don't have any, and I was hoping to like maybe scout some out.
Mhm.
Tinder has a stop Asian hate thing, being like, "Hey, don't be fucking assholes,"
Good.
which I appreciate.
Yeah, I guess we never talked about that actually at the start of this. Everyone knows what happened at this point, and it's fucked. And the rise in hate crimes in America and Canada, let alone I'm sure a lot of other places, is disgusting and terrible. And I don't imagine any of our listeners will be part of it. I fucking hope not, but I definitely think everybody can take a minute and think about the stereotypes they perpetuate and the things that they do on a daily basis and how they can better support people, because it's fucked. And shit like that happening in America is a symptom of the other surrounding kind of white supremacy bullshit. That's it feels like it's risen lately, but like it's never been not there. So we all need to work to make things better.
Yeah, 100%. Daniel Day Kim did a very, very good presentation or speech today, I believe it was. So it shouldn't be too hard to find. It's quite moving, and he does it. It was very, very good to watch, and I think a lot of people should see it because I think it very clearly lays out some of the fundamental issues that aren't new. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people need to know. It's like this hasn't just started.
No,
This is something that's been happening for a very long time that's been ignored simply because, as Daniel Day Kim puts it, when you look at the statistics of it, many people who fall into the Asian category statistically are deemed, I believe he put it, statistically insignificant. So this is talking about things like voter demographics and audience demographics and stuff like that, where a lot of these big businesses, a lot of big government, a lot of politicians don't bother addressing these issues, and news doesn't talk about these issues simply because the ratings or whatever aren't enough to warrant even discussing it. And I think that is how we've gotten to such a dangerous place we are today, is that for so long we've ignored something that's been a problem for a very, very, very long time. And I'm not talking about like decades. I'm talking about like the origins of like Canada. A lot of people don't realize that we had concentration camps for Asian and Japanese and Chinese, pretty much anyone from Asia during the inception of our country. We treated Asian Canadians terribly. And that hasn't gone away. That hasn't gotten better.
yeah, it's fucked. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about Canadian history because I'm not from here. But what I do know is pretty fucked.
Yeah, it's something that I'm glad is now being talked about, and it's something that I'm also educating myself on, as I feel like a lot of white people have been doing. Hopefully, especially with like the Black Lives Matter movement, and everything that's happened over the course of the past couple of years. There's a lot that we need to learn, and there's a lot that we need to also add our voices to. And this is us now adding our voices to the cause of telling you to stop Asian hate,
Mhm.
and that racism is racism regardless of who it's directed to, but that there are people being targeted more so than others. And like I said, Daniel Day Kim says it so much better than I do. So please seek out the video. I will try to find a way to post it on social media, so that you can go and watch it on our Instagram. Before we wrap up our show, we like to peruse Tinder and find some profiles that we think either work or don't work, and we discuss the red flags or its strengths in order to make your online dating experience a little bit better.
This is Dracana.
Ooh.
Dracana? Dracana. Keeping my options open and my legs closed till I find the one who makes me change my mind, wink. Being hookup culture and all, I figured I might as well warn you so we don't waste each other's time. If S3X is all you want, swipe left. I'm from Paris. I come with an accent and an attitude. Oh, and I'm 5'9" since everyone asks. No, I'm not sending any pics. And no, I don't want to see your eggplant emoji pics. Not 37, no kids, financially stable, no roommates, no drama, no time for BS. And her age listed is 38. Very mysterious. Not
Interesting.
37, might be 38.
Did she ever give her actual age?
Not at all.
Nice.
So I think the thing that I hate most is if you're, I don't know what age, obviously. I know she's not 37. She could be 38. By the picture, 30s seems reasonable. If you can't spell the word sex, if you have to do S3X, I'm going to assume you're not mature enough to have sex with.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's
or you
that
have such
about?
a weird fucking like relationship with sex that I
Yeah,
don't want to be a part of it.
no. So that's like a 1 for me.
This is Blake. I just found her and I like her profile. She says, "Looking for someone to touch my butt. Tell me I'm pretty. Not looking for hookups."
Is it bad that I feel like we've had that before?
Maybe. I had one the other day where it was like, "Have a great butt and good attitude" or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
I do find like the touch my butt and tell me I'm pretty is like a very flirty physical vibe. To then go immediately into no hookups, it's almost jarring.
Yeah, I mean, we've already talked about no hookups. I think it's a stupid thing to put on your profile
Mm-hmm.
because you've handcuffed yourself into a position of like, maybe you want to fuck a dude once and really, maybe you're like, I really want to fuck this guy, but I also really don't want to see him again. Like, a one night stand is fine.
Yeah, it seems weird to me to put that in there because like if you don't put it in there, it doesn't mean you have to sleep with somebody.
Yeah.
It's still your choice. So just fucking make your choice. And I don't know. It always seemed like a strange thing. I guess it's probably in there to deter people who are only looking for hookups. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
I give it a 5. 6. I'll give it a 6.
Yeah.
I ready for Shayra. I need something modern. So to create it conceivable, I require a man to meet, not fair meet, but can spend time with my thing. I do rub, and I require someone who will let me put oil all over his body. In case you need my touch, see me on my moment picture. I put there my Insta at that point. Let's have fun on my table.
Okay. The phrase "I do rub" seems like a strange thing to say, but I also feel like perhaps English is not their first language.
Eh,
Maybe.
maybe, I don't know, because so to create it conceivable, I require a man to meet, not fair meet, but can spend time with my thing. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that this is a translation issue. I don't have much, like, other than I probably wouldn't swipe right or because I feel like I wouldn't understand what the hell they're saying to me most of the time.
Mhm.
Like being
It,
upfront, being like, I get on my fucking massage table and let's get fucking slippery.
it has big bot energy to me.
That's also true.
You know what I mean? Like it feels like all the like, hey, I need someone who I can put oil all over his body and come have fun on my table. Go check my Insta for that totally real picture. You know, it all seems super fake, which makes me think the rest of it is just procedurally generated, which is why it's garbled. You know, that was my guess, and I'm still giving it a 5 because it's a whole trip to read.
I just unlocked a secret admirer. Let's see if they have a good. I'm going to pick this one. Let's see if you've got a good profile.
Mm-hmm.
This is Rob. Open to dates and friends. If you swipe right, chat or don't bother.
Or don't bother. We don't need that. I'm giving him a 6. Up until the don't bother, he was like an 8.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Scott. Obnoxious and outdated.
Hell yeah. I feel like I should like it less than I do.
Yeah, the thing, like, I'm always torn on those kind of profiles because I'm like, are you being facetious? Are you being self deprecating? Or is this an actual warning?
Is this like not a cry for help, but like a cry of warning? Yeah. And the thing is, it's like I feel like if it was a girl's profile and she was like crazy, I would hate it. But obnoxious is like such a weird word to use. It's not got this whole kind of like baggage that I kind of think it's funny.
I find that it would be difficult for an obnoxious person to know that they're obnoxious, to be that
Exactly.
self aware.
Yeah. You know what? I'm giving it a 6 because it made me smile, but it really doesn't do him any favors and literally leaves you with no idea who this person is.
Yeah. I'm also going to give it I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a 6. I agree with that.
This is Sura. I'm from China and I like to listen to people telling stories. It's best to tell them what they are interested in, otherwise I will be bored. But out of politeness, I will listen. But it makes me sad.
This is how I feel about anyone telling me about dreams.
I love telling you about dreams. I've been
I know.
actually saving all my dreams for when we can finally meet up again. I'm just going to tell you them all.
Well, this is how I feel. I'll listen out of politeness, but I will be sad.
It makes me sad. I I love this. It's adorable.
Yeah, it is very, very cute.
And their picture is exactly probably what you're imagining. This person is adorable. They get a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I love it.
And I feel like I'll just hit you. Do you want one more? 2 more?
Yeah, no, give me one more.
We got some funny ones, but I'm just going to go with this one because it's, it'll make you think. This is Amy. Like drinking water, as cold as hot, only know.
I feel like someone just put a screwdriver in my ear. And that, like, my brains are just slowly leaking out of it.
Well, you don't get it?
No.
Wow. That's all I need to know about you. Swipe left.
It's going to be a 10 for me.
Yeah, man, like...
Someone's got to get it.
I wanna be a better man, having heard that. Because I feel like if I was a better man, I'd know what you meant.
Yeah, because you need to literally evolve to comprehend what just happened.
Yeah. As hot, only know. So are we not hot if we don't know?
Maybe not.
Damn.
Thank you very much for listening, friends. Thanks for joining us. I was actually in a really bad mood when we started this because of the whole work situation, but now I'm feeling better. I'm in a much better mood. So thanks for being there for me today, guys.
Yeah, it's been a weird week, and that was compounded by a weird day, and what I'm assuming is going to be a weird week again. But what's fucking new these days? But seriously, guys, thank you for being awesome, and thank you for supporting us. You know, I don't know if we said it, but thank you to everyone who like used our code for Manscaped during our first run of stuff. You know, it proved to them that we were worth this extended partnership, and I really appreciate that you guys, you know, did that for us. So thank you.
We really appreciate it.
And yeah, just, you know, if you could tell a friend, engage us on Twitter or something, you know, we're always here and we love you guys.
Now that we are getting back to a little bit of normalcy, despite the fact that things are still buck wild, but, you know, people are getting vaccine, you know, consider giving your friends, be like, hey, if you need something for your morning commute, you know, send them our way.
Yeah.
We would love to have them. And if they're friends of yours, they're friends of ours.
It's true. That's true. And I don't think we've ever not answered a question we got as well.
Nope.
Unless it was someone asked me if a bath was considered soup once, and I didn't bring that, and I'm sorry.
Huh.
I think someone also asked us once if it was possible for you to fuck a giant's veins or something very strange like that, and I also didn't bring that to the...
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just realized them right now, and I should have brought them. And now, technically, I have brought them to the table, and maybe we'll answer them next week.
Yeah.
Just leave it on a cliffhanger.
Pretty cool.
How can people get in touch with us, Dane?
If you'd like to reach out and send us a question that isn't how to fuck a giant's veins, you can email us at fbuddiespodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at FCK Buddies Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at FCK Buddies Podcast. You can hit us up on Twitter at FCK_buddies. And you can find us online at fbuddiespodcast.com or plentyofbeef.ca.
Hell yeah. And thank you to Josh Eagle and the Harvest Cities for their song, Paper Stars. Now, Dane, for bad sex writing this week, I got a little twofer for you.
Okay.
So the first is a text chain that someone received from a prospective lover. Anyway, you also seem like an easygoing person, which I really adore. So much for the self-depreciating humor already, haha. Am I being intimidating? I tend to write high-level English already up front, but don't worry, you can rest assured that I don't intend to overwhelm. In fact, I'm trying to impress you. You also have a wide pelvis bone, which makes you look fertile and procreation ready, thus more feminine and attractive. Say like a woman that deserves to grow my seeds. The real question now, will you nurse my seeds and grow them? Question mark.
Hell yeah. Right in from being like, I can speak very well. Also, do you want my kids?
He's a much more eloquent man. Will you nurse my seeds and grow them?
Yeah, gross. Gross. No one ever in the history of time, even when they used to refer to semen as seed, no one liked it. Even the people saying were like, oh, that's gross. Why'd I say that? Sorry.
Like, hey, do you want my seed? Sorry. Oh, God.
Yeah, why'd I say that? I'm really sorry.
Oh, my God, Becky. I met Mark last night. I cannot wait to nurse his seed.
I hate it.
It's the worst. And then we have
Although, my new favorite way to be like, damn, girl, you're thick as hell is you have a wide pelvic bone.
You have a wide pelvic bone, and you look like you deserve to nurse my seed. And this one is a question from Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
But it's also bad sex writing.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my friend that laziness is what makes her unattractive? My roommate, 20-year-old female, who's also my friend, has never been confident about her looks. She complains it. She never likes selfies nor taking pictures with herself in it. She is mildly overweight, but her meats are well distributed, giving
Hell
her good
yeah.
curves. She has freckles and acne, and not very obvious unless you look closely. She has full lips, but they are a little unhealthy because she has poor blood circulation. She has amber eyes, but her eyelids are thick and making her eyes look small.
Christ.
Imagine your roommate wrote that about you. Although, like, no one's ever told me my meats are well distributed, and I think I would like to hear that.
Yeah, I would take that, like, or I would take all the bad of that. I would have someone tell me that my eyelids are thick if they also told me my meats were well distributed.
What a wild list of things to say about a person. No wonder
Yeah.
she's not confident about her looks, dude.
This is like straight serial killer talk.
Oh my god, yeah. Also,
This
her
is the way that
meats?
this is the way that serial killers like look at people. You know, like in cartoons where like you're stuck on a desert island and you look over and there's like your friend is a chicken wing.
Mm-hmm.
This is how crazy like serial killers see other people, being like, look at the meat and how well it's distributed. Look at those thick eyelids.
Look at those unhealthy full lips because of her poor blood. What does that mean?
Yeah.
She has amber eyes, but her eyelids are thick. How can you tell someone's eyelids are thick?
I have a really weird thing about eyes, and I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You know when she was asleep, he like reached a finger under her eyelid,
Nope,
pinched it.
Nope.
I was like,
headphones
yeah,
off.
it's fat.
You done?
That's a fat eyelid. He smooshed her eyelid between his fingers as his like thumbnail ground against her eye.
Oh my god, I can hear you even though I'm not wearing my headphones.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
My name's Dave Miller.
And I'm Niall Spain.
We've been your fuck buddies. Your meats are so unwell distributed.
Oh!